As one of the most unique game series to ever grace the PSP, Patapon combines precise rhythm and strategy-based gaming for an experience unlike anything else. If you've never played or heard of Patapon before, this blend of genres might sound odd, but give it a try and you'll be bobbing your head before you know it. Patapon 3 looks to build upon its predecessors with another great march of the tribe. Is this a worthy iteration, or does it just miss the beat? I'm Taylor Hoyt, lead PSP review editor from BlisteredThumbs.net. Let's dig in and find out. The story picks up from where Patapon 2 ended. Your tribe has been turned to stone by the magic box. However, the Silver Star revives you and your troops back to your normal selves, so you can protect the rest of the tribe. Instead of being an overseeing god, you now join in as part of the squad as an uber hero. You'll lead your troops through various battles against monsters and the nefarious archfiends. These fiends are out to get you and your tribe at all costs. Some want you dead, while others seemingly just want a day with you. The story isn't too important, but it's just enough to keep the game moving along at a nice pace. There's some witty writing, and you'll no doubt get a chuckle or two here or there. Overall, it's enjoyable, but nothing too special. Patapon 3's graphics have essentially stayed the same. Why fix what isn't broken, right? The game has a very unique art style, and I personally found it very appealing. The characters and backgrounds don't have a lot of detail. In fact, I'd say the art style is something you might find out of an indie game. It does, however, have a certain charm to it and gives the game plenty of character. The animation is smooth and looks great. Because the graphics are so simple, you aren't going to see frame rate drops, screen tearing, or anything like that. Depending on what you're fighting or what mission you're on, there can be a ton of crap on the screen at once. Arrows flying, bushes burning, people freezing. It works well and just adds to the craziness of the game. The beat box around the screen also adds a lot to the game. As you combo your beat, the box will go from gray to rainbow. As your combo goes up, the music will intensify, adding more intricacies to the beat. When you're at full fever, taking on a mass of guys, it's simply beautiful madness. The music is an essential and fantastic part of the game. The beats vary from tribal to semi-hip-hop to even a little bit of rock. It's pretty hard not to bob your head to the beat as the songs intensify. It's what makes the game so addicting. I found the music quite enjoyable and fitting overall. As previously mentioned, Patapon 3 is a rhythm/strategy game. You command your troops to attack, defend, or do other various actions in unison with the beat. As your combo increases, so will your damage. Keeping the beat going as long as possible is essential to dishing out heavy damage. Some enemies require you to jump or defend more often, depending on the level. When certain fights get pretty intense, you'll end up rushing commands and just getting off beat. I found this particularly frustrating and ultimately ended up in me dying more times than not. Trying to get your beat back up to speed isn't easy either. When you're not fighting the music, you can customize and upgrade your troops at your hideout. You can upgrade your gear at the blacksmith, disassemble gear at the armory, as well as customizing your troops' abilities and classes at the barracks. As you level up, you'll earn different classes with different abilities. You'll always have 4 different attacking troops and 1 flag bearer when you're in battle. You have a close-range melee class, a mid-range class, and a long-range class. You'll also have your uber hero that can be any of the 3. There are plenty of options for each, so outfitting your troops the way that fits your fighting style is important. Experimentation is always encouraged, as you never know what other classes might do. The battles also vary, as you're not always scrolling right. There's a King of the Hill type mode, a race to the end, and even a mode where you launch missiles at each other. These different kinds of levels are a nice change of pace, and it really helps keep things fresh. Some levels can be a bit frustrating, but once you figure it out, it can be pretty fun. The game unfortunately doesn't have a real tutorial mode, and the learning curve is fairly steep. There are some learning stages, but these never really make you feel super comfortable. It took me quite a few hours to get used to the game, and I still got stuck on certain levels. Feels like some bosses are way overpowered. What adds to the frustration is when you keep dying on a boss on the top or bottom floor of a dungeon. Nothing's worse than having to fight through 2 floors of enemies over and over again. Veterans might not have any problems, but newcomers beware. This game will take some getting used to. There is a true online multiplayer component. However, during my time playing through this for review, the PlayStation Network was down and I couldn't play with anyone. No one I knew had it, so I couldn't play via ad hoc either. I'm sure it's fun, I just simply can't comment. Overall, Patapon 3 is a really enjoyable game, if you can get past the learning curve. Once you figure the game out though, it's so much fun. I can't believe it took me this long to play through my first Patapon game. Now I want to play them all. I'm not sure if this is the best game in the series to start off with, but it's still worth checking out. For the amount of content you're going to find here for only $20, totally worth it. My final verdict is going to be a 7 out of 10. Try it out. This game is very unique and isn't going to appeal to everyone. If this game seems a little bit intimidating to you, at least give it a try before you say no. I personally enjoyed the hell out of it and even convinced a buddy of mine to try it out. There are, however, some balancing issues and frustration in certain points that prevent this game from being truly epic. With such unique gameplay, you'd think there would be a much more extensive tutorial system. There are some starter missions, like I said, but nothing that really makes you feel super comfortable with the gameplay. You're going to have a lot of learning on the fly. Check out my full write-up at blisteredthumbs.net. Feel free to leave a comment about the game and this review. I'd love to hear what you think. Be sure to subscribe to the BT YouTube channel as well for more great content, and keep checking out blisteredthumbs.net for the latest news, reviews, and content from your favorite video personalities. Until next time, this has been Taylor Hoyt, signing out.